Hello everyone, welcome to today's Facebook Live. I just hopped on a little bit earlier and I'll give everyone a chance to get on just a couple of minutes before I get on with our crafting today. I hope you've had a nice Saturday, Monday. It feels like the weekend because I'm on school holidays. I don't know what it was before. I thought it was Wednesday because Wednesday is usually my day off and I thought today was Wednesday. So I'm totally confused and it's only going to get worse as the days go by. So perhaps if you are on holidays, you've been enjoying the nice weather today. It has been rather very sunny and warm, but the house doesn't get that warm easily. Just wait a couple of minutes just to try and make sure everyone's online. Give me one sec. I will try to go through comments as I can, but sometimes it's a bit hard. So I will go through them later if I miss them. So today I'm sharing a couple of products using some of our bundles that are available. So if you have got an annual catalog, you can follow with me. If you haven't got an annual catalog yet, just message me and I'll get one in the post to you. It's much better having a book to look at. You can view it on my website, which is stampinclair.com. But I think always nicer to have the book in hand for you to look at, which is a big book. So definitely request one from me and I'll send it to you. Okay, so the first card I'm going to make for you, just looking down, is with posted for you bundle, which is on page 81 of your catalog. So I'm just going to turn the camera down and I'll it's this bundle. So you get a nice postage stamp, a large postage stamp punch, and these images which will punch out with this stamp. So you will find it on page 81 of your catalog. Anytime you see these images in the catalog which have like a beige coloring, means that those images have a matching punch, and our images in the catalog are shown at 100% size, so that's the actual size unless otherwise stated. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting up your comments, so I'm just trying to get more singles online. I apologize, and we'll get on with our crafting. And okay, the card I'm going to show you, I'll show you the card I'm making today, and I'm showing you some techniques with coloring, how to get some variation in your shading using just some different techniques and just adding a bit of fun to your coloring without much of an effort. On this card, as you can see, I've used the postage stamp, posted for you stamp set with the punch. For easy reference, I always label my punches. It's a lot easier. And I've also combined it with the Forever Fan stamp set. So we'll get on to some crafting because that's what we're here for. I've used the nice, don't worry about that. That's a scrap piece of cardstock, which I'm going to use the reverse of it. I did not want to waste it, and I didn't like how that stamp, so it's going to be wet now. So we've got a piece of Whisper White. This is Whisper White, and give it a good crease and the one folder. And then I'll bring in some cardstock, and I'm just going to punch out. What I might first do though is I'm going to stamp the postage stamp image, the little bird. The others don't matter too much, but I'll stamp the bird first because I want that in the center. I'm using Memento ink because I'm using my stamping blends on the bird. So leave a bit of space there. I'm going to punch out 3 more out of Whisper White. I'm just making really quick and easy cards. Now I'm going to use one of my leaves from the Forever Fan stamp set. This is a really nice stamp set. It's a distinctive stamp, and it works really well for quick and effective stamping. I'm going to bring in my stamping white markers. These are water-based markers, and you can color directly onto your rubber stamps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the brush tip. You can, because that works for this particular stamp, you can use the fine tip edge, and I'm using Pool Party as the color. I'm coloring all over this and then I'm going to add some shading with my Just Jade stamping white marker. Now Just Jade is in color, which is one of the 5 in colors that have come in this year. In colors last for 2 years. So this will go from 2020 to 2022. I'll show you what I do. I'm just going back onto what I do. Now to reactivate this color, I've colored the stamp. I'm going to huff on it like that. And that just breathing on it just activates that color again. And I'm just going to stamp. So it gives you that double shading. So you can see there are 2 stamps in this stamp set. I've used the other one. It doesn't really matter. So I'll go ahead, stamp off any excess. And we'll do the same thing again, just stamping in different directions. You could use the other one if you wanted to. I just used the one stamp. And again, now I add a bit of shading with Just Jade. Now I'm just going to change the direction of that. You could, even if you stamp the same way, you can always stand upside down, but it just helps my brain to adjust. Now again, I will do the next one. It's a little bit of fun, this technique, and it allows you to add color to sentiments, add different colors to sentiments. So that's pool party I've just done. I'll just do that one, that way. No, I want to. I'm going to contrast this. I could color it in while it's on the larger piece of paper, but it's not too bad. I generally like to keep the image on the larger sheet of paper while I color it, just that it's a bit easier to grab onto, but this is quite a large punch, so there's enough paper on it, cut stuff on it. The colors I have chosen today are Magenta Madness, Just Jade, so that will blend in with your leaves, and Soy Saffron for my birds. And I always have the color lifter on hand should there be any mishaps with the colors, or I just want to add some shading. In this case, I did not add too much shading with my as in lifting color, but I did have some where the color went off the lines, and I lifted a little bit. I could do a little more there where I had to lift the color off where I've gone outside the line a bit. So I started with the birds, and I started with Soy Saffron, and with this pen and like the bullet tip side. I'm doing it with like longer strokes of the pen so that it gets the stamping blend. So these are alcohol markers, which is different to the markers I used earlier. Then I'll bring in my light Magenta Madness. And I'm blending in the color into that Soy Saffron. So now I want to work in on the same third while the color is still wet, so it blends better. Using the dark Soy Saffron. And then I just go in circular motion so that it merges those lines better. Just gonna add a bit of dark. And with stamping blends, it's a lot of what you like in color too. So you just gotta kind of feel what your preference is in coloring. And I go back in the light, and the idea is to merge all those marks so you don't have the differentiation in lines and things like that as much as possible. And just go back on display with the darker silver one. And I just use the color lift on here. I've just gone a little bit outside the line, which doesn't matter too much, but when you use the color lift down, just do it a couple of times and let it dry, because the alcohol marker does take a little while to take effect, so then it will um, lift that color in a couple of minutes. Yeah. It's a matter of just going from one to the next to just get those colors all blended and nice. If you didn't want to do all the blending, you could just have it say saffron third or one color, just do birding magenta madness. So it'll be a little bit brighter. I just wanted it more muted, so I added the say saffron just to change the color a little bit. I'm just lifting that color now. And overall, once you do it, I'm not getting too fussy with this, because once you add the leaves and everything, you will not, that'll be the last thing you see. Now I'm going to my Just Jade, add the leaves, and I didn't add the dark Just Jade, I just used the lighter of the colors. I didn't do shading on this. But you can only purchase them in a combination, so they come in a combination of the dark and the light. Magenta Madness is a lovely, vibrant color, nice and rich. It's coloring with the stamping blends is not really, there's nothing to it. It's very simple. It's just like a regular texture. And as you can see, that's how I'm using it at present. And you want a sheet of paper on it, because you can see that color comes through. And I'm just going to leave that to dry. It's still, because I've gone out the lines, I'm not just going to put any more color lift on that. It'll lift further as it dries. So now we will put this aside, and we will assemble our card. I'm just going to get a piece of little bit of paper to stamp our sentiment. This is just scrap I had from when we cut our card mats. That's just my leftover, and that's all you need. Just work with your scrap. I think that should fit. Yeah. Nice sweet sentiment. Now just straight cut. You can use a die, and I just wanted to keep it simple. going to assemble. Always make sure your pieces are filled before you start sticking down. Okay, let me come my color listing here. And if worse comes to worse on this, I will just do some distressing fixes and everything. Alright, just two dimensionals on each just so it balances out and holds it well. I know it's only a small piece, but it's good to have. And then we'll work out how to lay it out. So I just want to see. I might do this the other way this time, just because of the way the leaves are. Oops, that's my earring just fell over. So that goes there, and I'm gonna mix that with that on the left because this will just be different. Okay. You could emboss that piece of Magenta Madness cardstock before you attach it, just if you wanted to, as extra. I'll just get this quite simple. I'm going to use some mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Let me know what you think of this card and how you I'll still put it on that side only because I've got extra space on that sentiment on that side. Now we'll use some in color enamel dots. I have used this so much because they're so nice and they go with lots of stuff. So very pretty here. We just need to put our card together. Isn't that funny? No one will know what is on the back of that. Only you. Okay, let's put a bit of let's put one leaf on the back of on the inside of this card because we've got to decorate the inside. The same technique. And it doesn't damage your pen. We always put the dark, lighter color first. Alright, and we'll do an envelope as well while we're at it. colouring is easy on the stamp because it's raised, so the other bits aren't gonna show. So that's our card done. That's the first one done. So this is like variation to the first one. And just on the other side. One, and I'll put that aside, and we can work on the next one. And I just want to clean up my stamps before I get onto the next card. We've got a Simply Chamois. These are the best things. Make it cleaning up easy. Just cleaned its water. If you're probably wondering why I do this, it's just to help me remember which punch matches. I do that with my dies too, so I know which dies match. So if I'm getting rid of stamps as well, so I know, okay, this matches with that. So it's a bundle. And it's just when I'm looking for things, I know what I'm looking for. But sometimes I don't know whether you I forget what bundle belongs, or what stamp set belongs to what die and things like that. But that's just me. I just like to make my life a little bit easier for doing a cleanup. Alright, next card I've got for you is this one with the wheel, and it's a wheel bundle, and I'll show you which page it's on. It's on 90, not far off from the other one. Yeah, it's from pages 94 to 96. This has a matching punch, and it's got some beautiful papers. So you are going to want to see the papers, so I will show you because I think the papers need to be seen. So for you to really see what's going on with it. So that's one I punched into, but let's show you from here. Some visuals, and thanks for watching, guys. I'm just looking at the comments. Tidel and Mala and Yoga, thanks for watching. Yeah, lovely papers. Isn't that lovely? That's really pretty. I love that background. I'm just having a good look at it today. Let me just show you. Sometimes it's hard to tell in the catalog. This is really nice, and which it makes you feel like you're in an aquarium. These would, let me see, this would punch with the wheel punch. So let's try that out. Let's try this. It's really positioned though, because you have to kind of cut it out to, oh, maybe, can I do it now? Cut it out, let's see. Let's see if I can do it out like that. Oh yeah, good. Yeah. So you get a few. You can punch a few out from that DSP. They're pretty cute. And you can use that and that. That works. Oh, I think it's nice. Jellyfish. Get my fish right. Um, Another nice background with the waves. The turtles are cute. So this is the one I used on my card. I used this side and I stamped the coral in the one. I think that's that. Oh, yeah, there's a few more with the nails. Really fun. That looks like the salt technique, the salt lifting technique. That. So there's this paper. So we're going to do this, but I am doing it with some different, some of the same paper and some different paper. And I'm going to be using the Stamparatus just to show you another coloring technique. So I'm getting all my bits and pieces of. So if you don't know what the Stamparatus is, the Stamparatus is our stamp positioning tool, and it is useful for many things. It's useful for multiple stamping. So if you want to do several cards that are the same, it's good for bulk card making. It's also good for uh, shading and coloring, like what I'm going to show you today. It's good if you just for regular stamping. If you miss a spot and you want to go back, you can re-stamp without wasting paper. There's different techniques you can use with that. So for today, so this is my card I've done as my sample. Clear the decks. And I'm going to use this one, this sheet of paper instead of that. Still the same background. We're just varying it a little bit for the card I'm going to do for my live today. So the colors I am using are Pool Party, the same Pool Party terracotta tile from the previous card, Sahara Sand. I'm not sure, we'll work, oh yeah, Sahara Sand and Misty Moonlight. So I've got a bit of an idea what I'm doing, but I'm a little bit winging it on this one because I wanted to change it up a bit. So we'll take this largest, the reeds or the water call it plant, and use a piercing mat. Doing the same, and I'll stamp some of them in Misty Moonlight so that onto our DSP. Okay. Yeah. I think that looks like part of the DSP, doesn't it? It's pretty cool. Then I will get our blue party and just some of the these little bubbles which we had. So stamping on DSP is a nice way to alter your DSP and get a lovely bit of variation. So just adding a few dots here and there, just now I'll bring in the Stamparatus and it's got place to put 2 plates. Just need the one, and it has got the form insert because we're using the photopolymer stamp. I don't have to worry too much about placement because I'm just using this purely just to restamp, but so we'll get our wheel. See, I put it where you want it. And you lift your stamp. And if you have it right in the corner, so then you know to put it back there, so for replacement. And put a stamp pad under so you can get even inking, and I'm going to ink it up with Sahara sand. And I wanted to give it a bit of a blue tinge. So I'm going to give my stamp a clean. And re-ink with Misty Moonlight. But I don't want it in full strength. So I will stamp off stamp over my Sahara sand wheel. So because of the Stamparatus, I'm able to reposition exactly onto it. I know it's a photopolymer stamp and you can see through them, so you could have stamped over, but it's sometimes that touch and go even then when you want to see through. So the Stamparatus makes it accurate. So that just gives it a bit of a more bluey tinge, and that'll lighten up as it dries. So this whale bundle and the posted for you bundle, either of those bundles or any bundle you can get for free at the moment until tomorrow, um, during our Pick a Free Bundle promotion. If you purchase the starter kit, uh, you can add that on for free. So any of the bundles in the annual catalog, and that includes punches or dies, you can pick any one. So the starter kit is $169, and you can choose $235 worth of product. What do you want in that $235? But you only pay $169, plus you get um, the free bundle. So that's available until tomorrow. So I've got that, and I've got my little wheel ready to go. We might go the thanks a ton sentiment, something different. Who likes Misty Moonlight? I'm liking that color. Oh, look at me, I picked the wrong sentiment. Never mind. Same thing. Thanks a ton. So that, I think that's Bumblebee. I think the color. I'm using my Tailor Tag punch. And then to get that, just that short. Get that. It would help if I cut it straight. Everything's ready to assemble. You got it. I've used Pool Party card base with a Whisper White card mat of 14.2 by 9.9. My DSP is 13.6 by 9.3. This DSP is 7 by 14.8 centimeters. You could save yourself, I'll cut this a bit bigger than that, but you could save yourself the DSP and cut it in between. I just find it fits better if you have that extra little bit of DSP underneath. Just cut a little bit off for its tail. That. I'm just going to stamp the inside while I've got this misting one light open, and then I'll do the embellishments. So, yeah, like that. You could use some of the DSP. That would be nice too. Now the sequins, they're not just any sequins. I tell you, really, they are so cute. I don't know whether you've seen them, but they have got shells. I don't know if you can see them. They're in the shape of shells, some of them. So they're pretty cute. They're very mermaid-like. I find the glue is a little bit easier to attach for these than the glue dots, because glue dots sometimes are a tiny bit too big for, that's just a contradiction, tiny bit too big for these. This is the type tool, handy. I use these as scissors, which I sometimes do, but it is useful. And we'll put another maybe I'll need a small one, I think. It's hard to find the little one. Sorry, I can. Which one doesn't work? Now we'll go with a shell down there. Yeah, iridescent pretty much there. Yeah. So this measurement is a little bit larger, wider, but that's your two cards there. I'll just give you a bit of clearance on that so you can see what we did today. So there are two cards. That's the whale punch, and that's the post goodness, the rectangular postage stamp punch. So you can get this free with the Pick a Free Bundle Starter Kit promotion. Contact me or visit my website, stampinclair.com. So just give me a call. It ends tomorrow, so if that's something that interests you, and if you're made into crafting, a very worthwhile investment. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the time. And if you have any questions about the projects I've shared, please contact me and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Have a great week, and I might be popping back tomorrow for another live session. See you guys.